Hey, future Broncos. On behalf of Project CAMINOS, welcome back for more of the Broncos Scoop. My name is Dakari. I'm a transfer student currently in my senior year. I'm majoring in psychology here at Cal Poly Pomona, as well as a student assistant of Project CAMINOS. We're so glad you returned to listen to another episode of our major exploration series. So far, we shared information about the College of Agriculture, the College of Business Administration, and the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences. Today, we visit the College of Environmental Design. Today's episode features a couple of proud members of this college who kindly shared their time for the Broncos Scoop. Please allow me to welcome back fellow Project Camino student assistants, Deicy and Ale.
Hi, I'm Daisy. My major is architecture and I am a fourth year and also a student assistant with Project CAMINOS.
Hi everybody, my name is Alejandra Arevalo and I am a visual communication design major at Cal Poly Pomona. I am in my fourth and final year here.
Thank you both for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you on. So let's go ahead and get started. The College of Environmental Design, abbreviated as ENV, educates and trains future designers to be problem solvers who are socially conscious and environmentally aware, concerned with craft and justice, and technically and technologically sophisticated.
Environmental design is very important because it studies the relationships we have with the built and natural environments and the way human interaction affects the surrounding environment. We encounter expressions of environmental design in our daily lives through the buildings we populate, the green spaces we enjoy, the cities and roads we navigate, and forms of visual design that translate and deliver complex ideas.
The College of Environmental Design at Cal Poly Pomona has the following majors available: architecture, landscape architecture, urban and regional planning, art history, and VCD, also known as visual communication design. Students also have the option to select regenerative studies as a minor.
Our first stop of this tour is my home, the Department of Architecture. The program available in this department is architecture. Future Broncos who are interested in this field can look forward to a 5-year NAAB accredited curriculum that will prepare them to be lateral thinking, problem solving, and environmentally conscious architects. Although many graduates pursue the classic architect career path, there are other fields that graduates with an architecture degree can pursue, such as project coordinator, interior design, professors, restoration managers, or even industrial designers. As a fourth year, I have taken the majority of classes required to be in an arch major. All architects have a love-hate relationship with studio because it is our favorite class, and the people that we meet in studio, they become like our family. Architecture, the department's very much like that. It's very high school-like because everybody knows everybody. But it is a very time-consuming major, and it's something that you really have to love and be committed to do because it's not an easy thing to study. Now that I'm a fourth year, I began considering what I want to do after I graduate. Part of the architecture major requirement is to do 500 hours of internship. So I started doing that this summer, and I began interning at a firm, and they seem to really like me. So I hope that I get to continue to work for them. And I hope to become a licensed architect and to either own my own firm or become partnered with somebody in a firm and be able to design with the environment in mind, because I'm very environmentally conscious to the new stuff we build. It causes a lot of pollution to build a building. So it's very important to focus your designs when thinking about the environment. So I'm very happy that architecture at this college falls under environmental design because everything we do, it affects the environment somehow. So it's good that this major is able to focus on that in this college.
Next, we have the Department of Landscape Architecture. Students can select landscape architecture as a major or as a minor. The department prepares future landscape architects who are socially conscious, environmentally aware, technically sophisticated, concerned with craft, and who think critically and systematically. CPP's Landscape Architect program is the largest and most diverse in the nation and trains bravely curious students to address the ecological and social challenges of the 21st century. Graduates of this program pursue careers in fields where they either design cities, road networks, green roofs, urban farms, corporate campuses, residential gardens, and even neighborhood parks.
Next up, we have the art department. As part of only 2 polytechnics in the CSU system, the art department highlights CPP's well-known learn by doing approach by encouraging hands-on projects, research collaboration, internships, and service learning. This department offers the following undergraduate programs: a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Visual Communication Design and a Bachelor of Arts in Art History. Students can also choose art history or studio art as minors. Cal Poly Pomona's art department offers one of the only Bachelor of Fine Arts degrees in Visual Communication Design in the CSU system, and was recognized in 2020 as one of the top 10 graphic design schools and colleges in California. Graduates of VCD transition to careers such as designer, graphic designer, web or app designer, advertising, video editor, photojournalist, and even in design education. While graduates of art history pursue careers in fields like art publishing, librarians, art authenticators, art restorers, museum directors, teachers, and curators. As I mentioned earlier, I am a visual communication design major. We shorten that to VCD most of the time, and some people just refer as the graphic design major. Some people just refer to us as art students, so sometimes you'll hear a lot of terminology going around, but the official term is visual communication design. I think this is a good thing to point out because when I was first applying in 2018 to Cal Poly Pomona, I was looking for graphic design in the casted apply and I couldn't find it until I realized that visual communication design is graphic design. So if you're interested, just so you know. So the VCD major is part of the art department here at Cal Poly Pomona, and I wanted to share now what my experience has been. Again, this is from my point of view. So at first, I was very nervous because I just really wasn't sure what I was getting myself into. The way the department is ran is very different than your traditional lecture-heavy studies. We have more of a studio environment, and besides your general education classes and some art history classes that we do have to take, there is only one VCD class that's a lecture. Every other class has this like studio environment. Most of the classes consist of we are presented with a project, we are giving demos or lectures sometimes, and then we start to draft up drafts, begin our process, we bring them to class, we receive feedback from our peers and professors, and you keep going back and forth refining your project until its final presentation, and then we have a final critique. That's pretty much the gist of it for all the classes. A lot of the times it's more work days, and that's what I mean, this is like a studio environment, and you're really going back and forth from getting feedback and applying that to your work. We also take classes like web and app design, illustration, typography. We also have other craftier classes like drawing and painting and printmaking, all sorts of stuff. We are very hands-on, and from a freshman to a senior, you begin utilizing the programs from the Adobe suite like Adobe Illustrator or InDesign from the get-go. And I've actually really enjoyed this aspect of the department and the amount of practice I've received in class because it allowed me to gain the confidence to apply for graphic design jobs at Cal Poly Pomona. And that is how I ended up becoming Project CAMINOS VCD student assistant / their graphic designer. So from school and at work, I'm doing what I am studying and I'm passionate about, which is graphic design.
Next, we have the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. The mission of the Urban and Regional Planning Department is to prepare students to become planning professionals through a professional education that teaches students to define issues, solve problems, and implement solutions in ways that promote social justice and are rooted in an understanding of social change. Not only is Cal Poly Pomona's Department of Urban and Regional Planning the only accredited undergraduate planning program in Southern California, it's also one of the largest in the nation. Students can study urban and regional planning as a major or as a minor to further enhance their major studies. Graduates of this department can look forward to careers in areas such as transportation planning, housing and community development, economic development, environmental planning, urban design and urban development, and even international planning. So, do you think you'll find your home at the College of Environmental Design? Stay tuned to see where we end up next on our major exploration series. We only have 4 colleges remaining. Can you guess which one's next? Leave us a comment with your best guess. Thank you. Have a good day.